How's it going, everybody? How you doing? You having a good weekend? I'm having an excellent weekend. For once, I am on my own. Michelle is up in Spruce Grove, which is just northwest of Edmonton, visiting her friend Katrina. Charmaine is down at the Calgary Stampede selling art, selling it like crazy. So I cleaned the house and I did a good job and took the dog for a walk, did all my stuff, everything I need to do. I don't need to do anything anymore. Like I'm in for the evening, as they say, as I say, anyways. And I had this idea about a new series of videos, and because, as you may be able to tell, I enjoy a cocktail from time to time, and today just happens to be one of those times. And what I'm going to be sampling is a couple different types of whiskey. So I'm no connoisseur. I know what I like. And today, in the spirit of friendship, Canada, the United States, some things are going on right now. It's been better. Maybe it's been worse. 1812. Because your politicians are not your people. And I believe that very strongly. And in that spirit of friendship, in kinship, in all things, let's say, fun, all things that are kind and good, all the people who want to help one another, in that spirit, in the spirit of Walt Disney, cheers to you. And here is a nice little bourbon, again, in support of my American friends. Maybe you'll do the same and drink some Canadian rye. Buffalo Trace. I discovered this whiskey in April on a Disney cruise, and this is the same distiller that makes Pappy Van Winkle, if you've ever heard of that, which is like the kind of the unicorn of bourbons. Anyways, I've got this really cool setup here. Put these in the freezer, and this sits inside. Keeps your whiskey cold while not watering it down. And the design of this glass is designed to help you smell it. So, like I was saying, I'm no expert. I'm going to tell you my raw feelings and everything I go through as I try this out. So the first thing I smell, it's almost like notes of honey, vanilla, caramel. Very little smokiness. It's very smooth on the tongue, velvety. Definitely has a delayed burn. It's very good. I'm getting a lot of sweetness on the tongue, caramelly, vanilla. Yeah, that's really good. Cheers to my American friends. Cheers to my friends in the UK and beyond. Buffalo Trace Kentucky Straight Bourbon. That's a good one. You want to try this one. Yeah, I've been enjoying every single sip of this bourbon. I would love to try that Pappy Van Winkle. Oh yeah, I would. on the Disney cruise, and you'll see someday I'll get to the videos of from our cruise. Still have to get through all the ones that I've for the rest of our stay. I think I'm up to April 19th, April 18th. Anyways, I saw some and I had an opportunity to buy a shot. I think it was a 2-ounce pour. It was going to be $350 American dollars. I don't even know if I would have done it if it was Canadian dollars. Maybe just maybe, but this I found, which was funny because right before the tariffs came into effect, this went on sale. And it was one of the ones that was on my list to buy. So I went, all right, I guess it's bourbon's going to go up in price big time. So I'll buy some. Yeah. So I don't know, politically, I don't know. There's an argument to say whether supporting or not. I don't know. All the people that I know, that I've interacted with when I go down to Florida, are not my enemies. You're my friends. So all the people I've met on Twitter and on YouTube, if you're watching, whether you live in the UK or you live in the United States, we have certain things in common that transcend those political boundaries of countries. I think we're all on the same page about, you know, let's be nice to each other and let's have a good time. You know, that's really kind of my philosophy. Work hard, do a good job, be nice to people, follow the golden rule. The real one, not the one that some people live by, which is the wrong one. The wrong one is the man with the gold makes the rules. The real one is, of course, you know, treat people like you would like to be treated. And if everyone did that, the world would be a great place. No matter what you believe in, what you believe in up there, or down there, or wherever. All those things. So, look at that. Just 2 ounces, 2 ounces of bourbon. I get very philosophical. Yum. That's really good. It's really, really good. So, as I want this to be as entertaining as possible, add a little variety. You get to come along as I try a second completely different whiskey. Completely, totally different. We're going to our friends in Scotland who have perfected the art of Scotch. Right here again, Glenmorangie Signet. This thing, this drink is amazing. Again, another Disney connection. Double Disney connection on this one for the cruise, because this is another one on the Scotch tasting that I attended that I got to try, and it was spectacular. This is an amazing, amazing Scotch. It tastes like chocolate. So, when we were on the Disney cruise, one of our stops was St. Martin. And if you ever get an opportunity to go, I highly recommend it. This was our third time to this little teeny island that is split between the Netherlands and France. So one side of the island, it's all like Dutch. The other side, it is French. Very different, and it's very noticeable. The French side, there's no chains, there's no chain restaurants or anything. It's, it's Philippe's Drug Mart. It's like, all unique. individually owned, and it's very nice. I love it. It's great. Go to their Dutch side, Burger King, KFC, all that kind of stuff. Casinos. It's a party town over there. French side, it's like you're in France and you're in the Caribbean. It's fantastic. St. Martin is also a tax-free and duty-free zone. So that means cheap liquor. And this bottle I purchased for approximately, I think about 100 Canadian dollars. It retails in Canada for about $250 a bottle. So if you're ever there, take the opportunity and buy some good stuff, but also take the opportunity to buy something local. And this is what you should get if you buy local. And this is this artesian rum. They call it a punch because the alcohol content is only about 35%. But this is banana vanilla, and there's actually banana and vanilla in this bottle. This stuff is so good. Yeah, it was a long time ago that I bought a bottle, like 2005. It was long gone. Just a memory. Let's see how this goes. In case you guys are wondering, yes, I'm not kidding. I am filming as we speak. We're at the Glenmorangie Signet Scotch. I have poured my pour, and it is cooling a little bit. It's pretty substantial pour, I would say. So, Glenmorangie. Oh man, I wish you could smell this. Smell it. Just smell it. Oh, it's unbelievable. It smells like chocolate. How do they do this? How do they make this happen? Wow. I'm just looking at the bottle. This is the first drink I've had out of this bottle. It's the first drink I've had since, the Disney cruise. So cheers to you. Oh, smell it. Oh. I thought I heard angels. Did you hear that? Oh man. Wow. Oh, that is so good. Okay, I just got the hit of the heat from that. That was the delay. Oh, but it hits you, sometimes the alcohol will hit you in the back of the throat at the top. It'll make your nose feel like you had horseradish. This was delayed, and it just was warm in my belly. Oh, this honestly tastes like chocolate. How does Scotch taste like chocolate? It's so good. Oh man. It's not just chocolate. It's way more complex than that. There's a coffee. Oh, and then the delay reaction with, at least for me, where it warms your belly after you drink it. Oh, man. I really do have to get off my ass and start editing their videos. I've got my birthday I need to get through. Problem is, I hit this. I've been really busy. I'm gonna just perfectly honest. I'm a one-man show. I work full-time. I've got a wife. I got a family, and I film it and I edit it, and I have a very, very busy job. I work in the IT industry. I'm a manager, and I have a lot of stuff on the go. A lot of balls in the air at any one time. So, it's hard sometimes to keep up and keep pushing out a couple, 2, 3 videos every single week, because I want them to be good, and I want to keep getting better and better at this. If people are going to spend their time with me, listening to me ramble on as I drink or as I travel or whatever, I walk my dog, then there should be something going on here, like some exchange of enjoyment, something. I should be doing the best I can, and that's really what I've been working on. So, of course, that led me to alcohol. Yes, it certainly did. Wow! Hey, you said you wanted it documented? Here it is. I'm doing it. It's documented. How's it going? So, I said I wanted to do a video about drinking whiskey and talking about Disney. So let's go. I've got a little bit of news. Maybe, I don't know, if you follow me on Twitter, you may have read between the lines, but I have some trips coming with my work in the next less than about 70 days. 70 days. Where, well, going to Georgia, and I thought I was going to Atlanta. It looks like I'm more likely I'm going to be flying into Savannah. So I'm going down there to look at the IoT capabilities of some equipment that we're buying. And it looks like it's going to line right up with a trip I'm taking for my company for a Microsoft conference that's being held in one of my very favorite cities, Orlando, Florida. And so I'm going to be down in Orlando for a conference, and it's going to time perfectly with a few events that are going on at that point in time. Can you say Halloween Horror Nights? So yeah, I've got my tickets and I'm ready to go. Few other surprises. I'm not going to tell you right now, but there's some cool stuff coming. I gotta keep putting out, I gotta put out this other video. Oh my God, wait till you see my cruise stuff. It's awesome. Did I mention this is really good? Oh, this is like, it's so good, it doesn't even make sense. So this is my, hoping this is going to be my new setup when I'm doing some sort of what I call a talking head kind of vlogs, where I just feel like talking about a few things. You hear my, well, my Twitter's going crazy. Twitter. Like, well, I'm not live. I'm people who I am, whoops, tweeting with a whole bunch of people right now for one of these crazy Follow Friday tweet strings. Tweets, I don't know. Twitter's weird. I'm new to it, really. But yeah, it's there's all kinds of people on here. Let's see, it's a me, Cassie, Disney does, Daddy does Disney, the Bitleys, what? Sorry. Sorry, I'm kind of drunk. As is the topic of my vlog of drinking whiskey and talking about Disney. Where's the Disney talk, man? Well, yeah, that's it. I'm heading back to Disney in, it's a little more than 2 months. I'll be back in Orlando. And Halloween Horror Nights, my first time ever. I think I picked a most fantastic year to be going. Stranger Things. Yeah. Can't wait. Demogorgon? Like, really? Now, I'm a little concerned. My daughter is turning 13 next month. So she's starting to expand her horizons into a little bit more intense movies. But to be perfectly honest, she would pick Toy Story over Alien any day. Any day of the week. Not her thing. She doesn't like being scared. Actually, if you go back deep in my vlogs, I don't know, maybe it's in there or not, there's a video of us in 2016 going to Universal Hollywood and going through the Walking Dead. Didn't go well. Did not go. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I was having a fantastically good time. Unfortunately, my daughter, Michelle, was having a complete meltdown, and we had to exit the experience a little bit early, just before we got through the end of it. We were so close, but I didn't get to see it all. Now, last year, and I have some vlogs up of it as well. I'll link it up there. It's not a very good one. It's an early one. It's not that great of a vlog, but you know, whatever. It's what we did. We went through Scarefest here in Calgary. There's a Calgary version of setting up a bunch of scare houses and going through them. It was a lot of fun, and she was with her friend Katrina. Now, that being said, this year she'll probably be by herself. I don't know yet. We do have an open invitation for her friend to join us. We've got a place rented in Orlando. Not staying on property, but very close to our property. We're staying at the Wyndham Bonnet Creek. Now, I'm going down early. Like I said, first I'm going to Georgia, it looks like. It isn't 100% booked yet, but it's 90% booked. Heading down to Georgia. Probably going to fly into Savannah. Then drive to this little town. See what I need to see. Then I'm going to drive to Orlando. It's only going to be about a 4-hour drive from where I am. Now, that'll be the mid-end of September. And then I'm there for a conference. I'm staying at one of the Universal hotels. It was on the list for the conference, so I got in early because I've been to this conference before. It's a fantastic conference. If you're a Microsoft IT nerd kind of person, like me, it's one of the big ones of the year, North America wide, probably in the world, really. Last one I was at was in New Orleans. Was amazing. Blew my mind. It was so good. Not to mention how awesome New Orleans was as a place to be. I would love to go back there. New Orleans, absolutely, I think, is now my favorite city in the United States. Sorry to say Orlando, sorry San Fran, LA. Yeah, it's fantastic. Anyways, so yeah, it's just I'm just counting down the days until our next trip back to Orlando, and I can't wait. There's all kinds of fun stuff that's going to be happening. It's going to be food and wine. I love food and wine. I like whiskey too, obviously. So yeah, that's my Disney announcement that get ready to go back and have some fun and do some more things. I don't know. Who knows how things are going to go. Not doing another cruise. Actually, that's another thing I could talk about. After we did our third cruise, those videos will be coming. They're coming in the upcoming weeks. There's a few more things I need to get through. Just kind of hit a creative block because I had a day where I videoed, and I'm not happy with almost anything that came out of that day. So it's kind of thrown me like, oh man, like sometimes you look at a video and it's like, it edits itself. It's really easy. It's like everything is fun. It's flowing properly. I remember to do an intro or do an outro. Try to do all those things that you need to do when you're trying to be a vlogger. Not just trying to be a vlogger. I am a vlogger because I'm vlogging. Be a successful vlogger, that's a different story. That needs consistency. It needs to be good. You need to make videos that people want to watch. You don't want to make people watch your videos if they're not enjoyable. So I am sure I've spent hours now chipping and chopping and slicing up this video to give you the most entertaining portions of it as I get slowly hammered on different whiskey. Whiskey with Chrispy. You know my nickname is Chrispy, right? My name is Chris. My last name starts with P. So Chrispy. It was a nickname I got a long time ago, and it has stuck with me. Kind of like it. I'll be perfectly honest. I'm a Chrispy. Cheers. Universal Halloween Horror Nights 2018. What should I do? Like, what's your advice? Now, I've purchased so far a pass that is there was an early pass that you could buy, and it was Sunday to Friday, so it's not for, I can't use it Saturday nights, and it was basically you buy one night and you get another night free. So that means that when Charmaine and Michelle join me, we'll be able to go to Halloween Horror Nights twice between October 1st and 7th. I'm arriving in Orlando at the very latest September 22nd. I'm arriving in Orlando as of today, October 22nd. If things change, and because nothing has been booked yet for this trip to Georgia, but if things go the way I hope they will, I'll be flying into Georgia on the 19th of September. The 20th, I will meet with the technical people at this organization and figure out, what I need to know. On the 20th, or then maybe even on the 19th, I will head to Orlando. It's only going to be about a 4-hour drive. So I'm going to head in. I don't know where my company will book me, but I'm personally booked on my own dollar, my own dime, at the Dolphin on the 22nd and the 23rd. On the 24th is when the conference starts. All of that week. So including the Friday, the Saturday when I would have flown home, I will. That's when I will be moving to the Bonnet Creek, the Wyndham Bonnet Creek, which is very close to Disney, like as close as most of the Disney resorts are. And it's a 2-bedroom villa, and it's costing me less than a regular Disney, like at the Port Orleans, would cost me for a week. Like quite a bit less. And I get 2-bedroom, and I get a kitchen and a laundry and the whole bit. So I'll be able to have groceries delivered. We can save a lot of money by just, here's the thing. Hang on here. I've been going to Disney for a long time, but since 2013, we've been going pretty regular, twice a year, between Disneyland and Disney World. My kid is pretty lucky, I have to say. I mean, for a kid who lives in Calgary, Alberta, to have been to Disneyland, I think 5 times, Disney World 3 or 4 times now, it's pretty crazy. Yeah. We're a bit hard with this Disney bug, and yeah, she's one lucky kid. Halloween Horror Nights. Have any of you been to Halloween Horror Nights? Do you have any advice for me? I will most likely now, like I was saying, I've got these passes that I've bought for Charmaine and Michelle. I'm going to be there a week before. And I've got some stuff planned already. But what I don't have is any nights booked for myself. I think I'm going to go. I think I got to go by myself that week. I mean, I'm going to be staying at a Universal hotel. So why wouldn't I go to Halloween Horror Nights by myself? Am I too afraid? No, I think that's what I'm going to do. So that's my next thing I need to book. Just waiting for my sugar mama to bring home some money from the Calgary Stampede. She's an art consultant. If you have any art needs, you need to let me know. I'll pass you on to Charmaine. She'll hook you up. Just so you know. Not really pushing this, but you know, if you're in the market, just, you know, just comment and I'll get back to you. I get back to everyone who comments on my videos. So going back to our April vacation, Charmaine and I were on our own for the first week, and we stayed at the Polynesian, and it is absolutely my favorite resort. No question about it so far. Can't imagine what could beat it. I don't think it exists. I actually kick myself because we're DVC members, and we purchased our points at Alani, and you know what? I just don't know when I'm going to go there. It was a little bit less money for, I think, annual dues, and I think that was what swayed us. I think the salesperson really did a good job at convincing us how beautiful Alani is, and I'm sure he is 100% correct. At the time, that was ringing for me. Like, that was resonating. Like, yeah, Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii, but I love all things tiki and Hawaiian, and that sounds amazing. I will be going there. But I love Disney, and I love the Polynesian, and I could have bought Polynesian. So, kind of kicked myself that I didn't buy into the Polynesian, because it is sold out, and Alani isn't. I don't think it is. Maybe it's getting close now, but anyways. I don't know if I'm ever going to share this. I feel like Gollum right now. Hey, precious, precious. This is a spectacular Scotch. My hat is off to you, Glenn Morangi, for making this unbelievable mastery of your craft. It is, I always bring along, it sounds weird, a scent. I have a friend who sells Scentsy products, and they're usually those waxes and things like that. However, let's see, there we go. Whenever I go away, I buy some of these scents that you just spray. I'll show you. It's not a lot. That's it. And this one is called Aloha Citrus. And I will tell you right now, for the rest of my life, when I smell this, I will remember our time at the Polynesian Resort, because this is what I would spray in the resort. And not that there was anything wrong with the smell of the room. No, 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 no. This is just one of these things. Like, if you link a smell with a memory, it locks in. Like, it's unbelievable how it will take you back just by the smell of it. Now, of course, Scentsy has me hooked because they've made a great product, and if that goes away, I would be very sad. So Scentsy reps, you know, you don't need to contact me. I have one. I'm not changing my Scentsy rep. Don't try. Unless she's not a rep anymore, but she is. It takes me back. It just takes me right back. Now, I didn't do this. I should have bought two, because we had 1 week at the Polynesian and 1 week at the Boardwalk. And I should have had one smell for, I'm going to do that next time. I'm going to get a different scent for the week of whichever resort we stay at. So after this trip in 2019 in February, well, which has changed. I think I was going down that road at one point in time. We were going to be going. We had booked our reservation and put down our deposit on a 14-day Disney Panama Canal cruise. And up until about a month ago, since about February, that was our plan for 2019. I was going to take a 3-week vacation and spend about 3 days at Disney World, go on a 2-week cruise, then spend a few days at Disneyland, and then go home. But I don't know. Let's be honest, folks. This stuff costs some serious scratch. It costs a lot. And we're at our DVC points. This last trip, blew it. It was a bank and borrow year if you're a DVC. So that's how I'm using them right now. I'm just waiting. So I'm just cycling them about every 3 years. And I'm doing a bank and borrow, and I'm just burning through 450 DVC points. So that's how it works for me. We own 150 DVC points at Aulani. And all that does is give me the advantage of booking 11 months in advance for the Aulani resort. So if I ever want to go to Aulani, I'm good. I can stay longer or shorter or longer. If I want to I can go cheap and I can get no view and just a studio. I'll be able to go for a couple weeks, or I could probably go for 1 week in a 1-bedroom. So someday we'll go there. I'm in for Hawaii. I gotta go there. But this next trip is in February, so I had to make some modifications. So I think we're gonna go for about 10 days because I've bought annual passes for all 3 of us. And it's going to make sense. I'm going to cash mine in for sure in September. And based on our September trip and the February trip, it totally made sense to buy annual passes again. So we own annual passes. We just have not activated them. So I will be activating mine when I get there in September into Orlando. And the first day I go to Disney, I will be activating my Platinum annual pass because there was a deal we got in on in January. I think there was just a few days they had this option where you could buy an annual pass. You buy the Platinum annual pass for the price of gold. And we usually buy the gold annual pass because if you own DVC, you basically can get the Florida resident rate for an annual pass. That's a really good deal. In fact, I would say it was a smoking good deal. And that's what we have purchased. Now this is our 2nd year now with Orlando annual passes. I actually went 2 years in a row with Disneyland annual passes. But that was before I was vlogging. That was before I really thought about it. We're just going because we love Disney. We're like kooks. Like if you haven't figured that out already. We're kooky for Disney. And I'm the leader of this particular tribe of Disney weirdos. And yeah, that's I have no idea how I'm editing all this stuff out. Drunken ramblings of Chris Pratt talking about Disney, drinking whiskey. Is this entertainment? Is this a tragedy? Welcome to my lair. This is my basement. These are some of my little memories from some of our trips. Here is Charmaine and I, super duper hammered at Cabo Wabo in Cabo San Lucas, New Year's Eve. Sammy Hagar was in town. Everyone thought he was coming to the show. He didn't come to the show. Everyone liked my shirt though. This shirt's been very popular for me. I love these guys. I wore this in LA, got lots of good, cool reactions. And yeah, we ended up getting into the show for free. Anyways, it's another story. Anyways, welcome. Come on down. Here's a picture. I'll show you. This is from Jack Brennan's in Disneyland, California. Jack Brennan's Jazz Kitchen. What an awesome place. Drinking the mint juleps, get the fried chicken, go there, then go to New Orleans and go to the actual, like the first one. They're both very good. Get the fried chicken. Super expensive, incredibly good. Yeah, here's from a trip from when we went to New Orleans in 2016. Here's a Buddha from Thailand. Went there in 2009. Here's a painting from our good friend John Einerson. And then there's this guy. Honestly, I don't really have a name. Honestly, I don't have a name for him. But in the culture of Mexico culture, and I bought this in Cabo San Lucas. No, in fact, I bought this in Todos Santos. Incredible place. And really, truly a great place to go and visit. Some people say it inspired the song Hotel California by the Eagles. I don't know. The Eagles dispute that. There is a certain vibe in this town, and it's incredible. Anyways, this guy, to me, he is Wade. Because he reminds me of one of my very best friends who passed away. He died. My friend Wade. He died on a Ducati motorcycle. Crashed and died. And yeah, when I saw this, I knew I had to have it. Just reminded me of him. And then this is where my daughter goes every summer, where we go as often as we can. This is where my dad keeps his boat out in Souk, British Columbia. And this is where he has his boat and his fifth wheel, and we spend all our summers there. He's been going there for so long. Another painting from our friend John Einerson. And now here's a silk tapestry from Thailand when we were there in 2009. Beautiful. Beautiful piece. Pure silk. Love it. Here's a painting from our friend Brent Heighton, one of the artists Charmaine works with. Here's my books, little bookshelf I've got. Lots of Disney books. Whole bunch. Don't need the books anymore. I could write one. And then, yeah, here's some more. Some of the art that I have in my man cave. Do you like my bar? Want a little tour? Here's a tour of my bar. It's one of these things I've always wanted, and it was one of my goals. Funny thing is, I really don't drink that much. I drink in spurts, you could say. But when I want to do it, I want to do it right. Like anything worth doing, it's worth doing right. I think Hunter S. Thompson said that. Did you know I met Wolfman Jack? Proof! He came to a car show in Regina, Saskatchewan when I lived there. And, yeah, Charmaine and I both met him. He's an icon. You know, he's cool. But sometimes after all the whiskey, you need to change directions a little bit. So beautiful. One day I will go to Ireland and see where my people are from. However, they're also from Scotland and England. Cheers, everybody. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm quite pleasantly loaded right now, and I have to decide, what movie am I going to watch? It's going to be Lord of the Rings. All I have is the extended edition. It's like 12 hours. I don't know. It's like a marathon. I don't know if I can do it. I'll have to brew some coffee. Or do I watch Star Wars? It's been a while. I haven't watched Star Wars in a while. Harry Potter? Also, that's been a while. I haven't watched Harry Potter in quite some time. I posted a poll on Twitter. I don't know if anyone's going to respond. I'm going to wait a little bit. I've got to queue up everything. What am I going to watch? I love movies. You can tell. This is more of my hangout spot here. These are all like legit, totally legit movie posters. This one I bought when I was in Laguna Beach, California. Laguna Beach, California is where I bought this. This is from the United States release of A Clockwork Orange. Stanley Kubrick is a genius. And happy to chat about that. Anytime anyone would like to chat about movies, I'm a movie nerd. So, yeah, just so you know, Disney nerd and a movie nerd. Some things are wholesome, some things are not. That's the world we live in, right? My Apple TV has been giving me this for the last 5 minutes. I was being patient at first. Like, okay, you go ahead, you load up. You load up there, buddy. Take your time. I'm in no rush. Alright. Enough of that. Decisions. It's decision time. I need to choose a movie. What am I going to watch, guys? I have 170 movies in my movie listing. It's got Charmaine's name there. She was the first person to have the account set up on Apple. Alright, we got all the Alien movies. Oh, Army of Darkness. Ant-Man. Oh, the new Ant-Man's coming out. Got all the Back to the Future. I think I have pretty much every Stanley Kubrick movie. He is my favorite director. I have all the Batman movies. Oh, The Big Lebowski. I've seen this 3 times now. Great concert. Blade Runner. Oh, and Blade, the new one as well. Blues Brothers. You ever seen this? Bridge over the River Kwai? Oh, man. I watched this with Michelle the other night. Contact. That was good. She liked it. I liked it too. It's one of my favorite. I really like it. It's one of my favorite movies. Of course, you got all the Disney stuff. Donnie Darko. Oh, Evil Dead. Now, there is a house I would love to see at Halloween Horror Nights. Evil Dead. Fifth Element. Fear and Loathing. Fight Club. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Watched this one recently. David Cronenberg's The Fly. With Goldblum. Oh, man. So good. Full Metal Jacket. Another Kubrick classic. Of course, all the Harry Potter movies. All the Quentin Tarantino movies. Watched The Incredibles last week. Loved it. All the indie movies. John Wick was great. Jurassic Park. And I'm a DC fan as well, so of course I've got Justice League. Kung Fu Panda. More Tarantino classics. This one, fantastic. Lemmy. I was in LA, in Los Angeles, California, when Lemmy died. I was in Disneyland, actually, with my family. We did a Christmas trip. All my brother and his family and myself and my mom and dad rented a house in Palm Springs, and then we did a trip to Disneyland at Christmas. And that's right around the time. More Twitter craziness happening. Whoa. Anyways, Lemmy, I'm a metalhead. Just so you know. Lord of the Rings. See, these are the extended versions as well. This is a 12-hour commitment, and I don't know. I'm pretty hammered. Matrix. Mad Max. Oh, man. I got all the... That's a good one, too. Metallica. Another Cronenberg, great movie. And all the Monty Python, for sure. Freddy. Poltergeist, Pulp Fiction, Ready Player One, great movie. Pink Floyd The Wall. Look, I don't know, can you see it? I have an original poster from the movie when it was released in like 81 from a Regina, Saskatchewan movie theater when it was premiered. Very proud of that. Had a friend who worked at that theater and got me that poster. Oh, Soylent Green. It's all the Star Trek movies. All the Star Wars movies. Oh, The Thing. Man, that would be a good Halloween Horror Nights as well. House. More Disney. Wall-E. Oh. That one. 2001. You know what? This is it. Gonna go Stanley Kubrick, Arthur C. Clarke's amazing novel adaptation, 2001, A Space Odyssey. See y'all in about 3 hours of cinema amazingness. There's nothing wrong with your television. This is how the movie starts. Darkness. Weird music. awesome. They don't make movies like this anymore. This is always so amazing to me. What it was like. Afraid of the night. It's these silent scenes that are so amazing. It's getting braver. Getting braver and braver. What is it? Never seen anything like this. That's when it happens. That's where it happens. I really don't want to offend any vegans that are watching, but this is the reason we have big brains, because we got big sources of fat and protein when we figured out how to kill animals. And this is it. This is Cain and Abel. This is the first murder. Effin' genius. $1968. I love this scene.
Okay, sweetheart. Now have a nice birthday tomorrow.
Skype in
Have a nice birthday
1968.
party tomorrow, too, huh?
Hi.
This video is totally going to suck to edit tomorrow, but while I'm sober enough to be able to recognize what I need to say, I'm going to say it now. Thank you for watching. You really should subscribe to my channel because it's totally free. Why not? Watch, at the very least, you get to watch a Canadian get drunk on the booze of the world. And isn't that what really we all want to just be a part of? Right? Thanks for watching. See you next time from the Holy Moly.